Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Jai Hind, your daily boost. Tithi, Nakshatra, and important anniversaries, a spiritual and historical insight of 24th February 2025, Monday. Bengali date 11 Falgun 1431. As per Benima Tafsil Ponjika, today's Tithi is Krishna Ekadashi and up to 1043 hours, and after that Krishna Dadoshi. Today's Nakshatra is Purvasada Nakshatra and up to 1639 hours, and after that Uttarasada Nakshatra. Today is 55th day of the year. There are then 310 days left in 2025. Today is 8th Monday of 2025. Today is Central Excise Day. Central Excise Day is observed in India on 24th February every year to honor the Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs (CBIC) and recognize the contributions of excise officers in preventing tax evasion and ensuring compliance with indirect tax laws. This day marks the enactment of the Central Excise and Salt Act 1944, which laid the foundation for the modern excise tax system in India. Various events, seminars, and award ceremonies are organized to appreciate the dedication of excise officers in maintaining the nation's economic structure and revenue generation. Today is World Bartender Day. World Bartender Day is celebrated on 24th February each year to recognize the skill, creativity, and hard work of bartenders worldwide. It highlights their role in crafting unique drinks, providing excellent customer service, and creating a lively atmosphere in bars and restaurants. The day also promotes the bartending profession, encouraging innovation in mixology and responsible drinking. Many establishments organize special events, cocktail competitions, and appreciation programs to honor bartenders and their contributions to the hospitality industry. Today is International I Hate Coriander Day. International I Hate Coriander Day is observed on 24th February by people who strongly dislike coriander, also known as cilantro. This unofficial fun holiday brings together those who find the herb's tastes soapy or unpleasant, a reaction often linked to genetics. Social media platforms see a surge of memes, jokes, and discussions from coriander haters expressing their shared distaste. While some celebrate by avoiding the herb entirely, others use the day to humorously debate with coriander lovers. Today is National Trading Card Day. National Trading Card Day is celebrated on 24th February to honor the long-standing tradition of collecting and trading cards featuring sports, entertainment, and gaming themes. From classic baseball cards to modern Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh decks, trading cards have been a beloved hobby for generations. This day encourages enthusiasts to buy, sell, trade, and showcase their collections while appreciating the artistry and history behind these collectibles. Many retailers and card companies offer special promotions, events, and limited edition releases to mark the occasion. Today is National Tortilla Chip Day. National Tortilla Chip Day is celebrated on 24th February to honor the crispy, crunchy snack that has become a favorite worldwide. Originally created as a way to repurpose leftover tortillas, tortilla chips are now a staple in Mexican and Tex-Mex cuisine, often enjoyed with salsa, guacamole, or cheese dip. This day encourages people to indulge in their favorite tortilla chip varieties, whether plain, flavored, or loaded with toppings like nachos. Restaurants and snack brands often offer special deals and promotions, making it a perfect excuse to enjoy this delicious treat. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Sheikh Din Mohammed, 1759 to 24th February 1851. Sheikh Din Mohammed was an Indian traveler, surgeon, and entrepreneur who became the first Indian author to publish a book in English and the first to open an Indian restaurant in Britain. Born in Patna, he served in the East India Company before moving to Ireland and later settling in England. In 1810, he opened the Hindustani Coffee House in London, introducing Indian cuisine to the British elite. He also popularized shampooing therapeutic massage with herbal steam baths in Brighton, earning royal patronage from King George IV and William IV. His contributions helped shape Britain's early cultural interactions with India. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Talat Mahmud, 24th February 1924 to 9th May 1998. Talat Mahmud was an Indian playback singer who is considered as one of the greatest and most popular Indian male theme song and ghazal singers. Although he tried his luck as a film actor, he did not succeed a great deal in acting. Talat Mahmud received the Padma Bhushan Award in 1992 in recognition of his artistic contributions in the spheres of cinematic and ghazal music. He was particularly famous for singing soft and sombre ghazals in his quivering and silky voice. Romantic and tragic were the moods he liked most. It was he who helped a great deal in shaping the style and method of modern ghazal singing in India during the 1950s and 1960s. Today is death anniversary of Mr. Anand Pai, 17 September 1929 to 24 February 2011. Anand Pai was an Indian educationalist and comic book creator, best known as the founder of Amar Chitra Katha, a popular comic series that brought Indian mythology, history, and folklore to life for young readers. Often called the father of Indian comics, he launched the series in 1967 to make learning engaging and culturally rooted. He later introduced Tinkle, a children's magazine featuring short stories, puzzles, and comics. Through his work, Pai played a crucial role in preserving Indian heritage and making it accessible to generations of children in an entertaining format. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Steve Jobs, 24th February 1955 to 5th October 2011. Stephen Paul Jobs was an American businessman, inventor, and investor based known for co-founding the technology company Apple Incorporation. Jobs was also the founder of NEXT and chairman and majority shareholder of Pixar. He was a pioneer of the personal computer revolution of the 1970s and 1980s, along with his early business partner and fellow Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak. Jobs was born in San Francisco in 1955 and adopted shortly afterwards. He attended Reed College in 1972 before withdrawing that same year. In 1974, he traveled through India seeking enlightenment before later studying Jain Buddhism. He and Wozniak co-founded Apple in 1976 to further develop and sell Wozniak's Apple I personal computer. Together, the duo gained fame and wealth a year later with the production and sale of the Apple II, one of the first highly successful mass-produced microcomputers. Jobs saw the commercial potential of the Xerox Alto in 1979, which was mouse-driven and had a graphical user interface (GUI). This led to the development of the largely unsuccessful Apple Lisa in 1983, followed by the breakthrough Macintosh in 1984, the first mass-produced computer with GUI. The Macintosh launched the desktop publishing industry in 1985, for example, the Aldous PageMaker, with the addition of the Apple LaserWriter, the first laser printer to feature vector graphics and PostScript. In 1985, Jobs departed Apple after a long power struggle with the company's board and its then CEO John Sculley. That same year, Jobs took some Apple employees with him to found Next, a computer platform development company that specialized in computers for higher education and business markets, serving as its CEO. In 1986, he bought the computer graphics division of Lucasfilm, which was spun off independently as Pixar. Pixar produced the first computer animated feature film, Toy Story 1995 and became a leading animation studio, producing dozens of commercially successful and critically acclaimed films. In 1997, Jobs returned to Apple as CEO after the company's acquisition of Next. He was largely responsible for reviving Apple, which was on the verge of bankruptcy. He worked closely with British designer Johnny Ive to develop a line of products and services that had larger cultural ramifications, beginning with the Think Different advertising campaign and leading to the iMac, iTunes, Mac OS X, Apple Store, iPod, iTunes Store, iPhone, App Store, and iPad. Jobs was also a board member of Gap Incorporation from 1999 to 2002. In 2003, Jobs was diagnosed with pancreatic neuroendocrine tumor. He died of tumor-related respiratory arrest in 2011. In 2002, he was posthumously awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Since his death, he has won 141 patents. Jobs holds over 450 patents in total. Today is birth anniversary of Mr. Carl Jalmar Branting. 23rd November 1860 to 24th February 1925. Carl Jalmar Branting was a Swedish politician who was the leader of the Swedish Social Democratic Party from 1907 until his death in 1925 and three times Prime Minister of Sweden. When Branting came to power in 1920, he was the first Social Democratic Prime Minister of Sweden. When taking office for a second term after the general election of 1921, he became the first Social Democratic head of government in Western Europe elected under universal suffrage. An early supporter of modern social democracy and democratic socialism, he led the SAP through a transformation from a radical socialist movement to Sweden's dominant party. The Social Democrats have been Sweden's largest party in every election since 1914 and formed government for 44 continuous years from 1932 to 1976. In 1921, Branting shared the Nobel Peace Prize with the Norwegian Secretary General of the Inter-Parliamentary Union, Christian Louis Lange. Today is death anniversary of Miss Katherine Johnson, 26th August 1918 to 24th February 2020. Viola Catherine Johnson was an American mathematician whose calculations of orbital mechanics as a NASA employee were critical to the success of the first and subsequent US crewed space flights. During her 33-year-old career at NASA and its predecessors, she earned a reputation for mastering complex manual calculations and helped pioneer the use of computers to perform the tasks. The space agency noted her illustrious role as one of the first African American women to work as a NASA scientist. Johnson's work included calculating trajectories, launch windows, and emergency return paths for Project Mercury spaceflights, including those for astronauts Alan Shepard, the first American in space, and John Glenn, the first American in orbit, and rendezvous paths for Apollo lunar module and command module on flights to the moon. Her calculations were also essential to the beginning of the Space Shuttle program, and she worked on plans for a mission to Mars. She was known as a human computer for her tremendous mathematical capability and ability to work with space trajectories with such little technology and recognition at the time. In 2015, President Barack Obama awarded Johnson the Presidential Medal of Freedom. In 2016, she was presented with the Silver Snoopy Award by NASA astronaut Leland D. Melvin and a NASA Group Achievement Award. She was portrayed by Taraji P. Henson as a lead character in 2016 film Hidden Figures. In 2019, Johnson was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal by the United States Congress. In 2021, she was inducted posthumously into the National Women's Hall of Fame. Thank you very much for your patience. Request for like, share, and subscribe.